not going anywhere. Pretty stoked, not gonna lie. Hey guys, my name's AJ Swensen and I am with Northridge 4x4. Hellwig reached out to us asking if they can install a couple of their sway bars and add a leaf kits for our F-350 that we obviously tow to a lot of our events. This is our 2011 F-350 dually that we tow to a lot of our events. We've got the 47-foot enclosed that we generally tow. We've also got a 26-foot flatbed that we tow as well. But generally we have two vehicles in here at once. Four-door JK and a Gladiator as well. Both have 60s 40-inch tires, so a lot of weight. I think total weight was like 29,000 pounds or something like that. So a lot of weight in there. And I was noticing that we were kind of squatting down quite a bit in the back. Even just the trailer, it was squatting quite a bit. And then once you got the two Jeeps in there, it definitely squatted down.
All right, so this is part 2 of our Moab install. We've already taken care of the trail rig, which was a JK Jeep. We did front and rear sway bar on that. Fantastic results. They loved it. They loved the response. On highway, they're out on the trails right now. We're gonna catch up with them later on to find out how they like the off-road performance. But now we're gonna handle the business side of this. We're gonna put our contact helper springs on Big Booty Judy, their tow pig, which is a F-350 dually. It has factory contact overloads. The contact overloads that we offer, it's a great price point solution for you. You don't have to dismantle anything on the factory vehicle. You simply get the vehicle a little bit in the air so you can take the contact pads off of the overload springs. You simply bolt our contact helpers on, torque them down, and you're done. All right, so as you can see, I'm snuggled in the wheel well of this Ford Super Duty, and we're putting on our contact overloads on the factory contact overload. This is one of the most feasible and easiest helper spring installs. We are simply putting our contact helpers right on top of the factory contact helper. We're securing it with a U-bolt fore and aft of the axle mounting point. You can see it takes up the air gap for the factory contact point, and then we're also adding 2 springs. So this is going to help with the level load capacity on any one ton that has a factory contact overload. Factory rear sway bar and end links on a dually since it has a tow package. Factory diameter, Hellwig diameter. All right, as you can tell, I'm under a car again on a street somewhere in Moab, Utah. We're actually putting our sway bar on a Ford F-350. We've gotten the factory one out. We're putting our bigwig bar in, 3-way adjustable, much beefier bar than factory. But here's a pro tip for anybody that's putting on a sway bar. Hang the end links on the sway bar first. Mount those, then you can pivot it and mount the transverse section of the sway bar onto the axle. If you're doing the install by yourself, it's a lot easier this way. You're not trying to manhandle a heavy piece of steel. So put your end link bolts in first, put them loosely. This is just a mock-up. Do one side, do the other, then swing it up, and then mount your actual debushings to the axle. And then you can come back and make your final adjustments on the end links, retorque everything, and then drive down the road a happy person. Okay, so we've got our new Hellwig sway bar on. This is a 4140 forged chromoly steel unit. 3-way adjustable, as you can see on the 3 mounting points. Now this vehicle tows a big trailer all the time, so I'm actually going to start them in the middle setting. But we can't do that yet. We can't bolt this down. I need to bring the vehicle down to ride height. And what we'll do is we'll adjust the end links so the sway bar is parallel to the surface of the road, and we want the end link to be as close to perpendicular or 90 degrees to the sway bar. So we're going to drop the vehicle. We will adjust that height by rotating these end links counterclockwise or clockwise to get the desired angle that we're looking for. Once we have that, we will torque down one side, including the jam nut that you see up here on the male portion of the end link. Then we'll go to the other side and we will adjust the end link in or out to where the bolt slides in nice and easy. Once it's there, we will torque that down. We will torque down the nut, and then we're going down the road. All right, that's a wrap on our contact helper spring and rear sway bar on a Ford Super Duty dually. Again, we did this at Easter Jeep Safari 2022, right here in the neighborhood. We had simple hand tools, of course, with the support of our good partners, Milwaukee and Boxo. It made it a breeze. We're gonna wrap this video with a first impression test drive. A huge car hauler. They're towing a Jeep inside of it. So we'll get with AJ, we'll get his first impression, and show you guys what he thinks of the product installed.
With both Jeeps in there, even without both Jeeps in there, it still sags quite a bit back there in the back. And so what we wanted to do is throw their Adeleafs on it, which they're on there now, which you can visibly see. I mean, we've gained at least an inch. So for sure an inch unloaded, and I know it's going to help tremendously once it's loaded up. So I'm excited to see how it drives, see how it handles, and let's get in the driver's seat and go. Doesn't really move around there, does it? You can definitely tell it is way more firm back there. Firm as in stability of the truck. It's definitely, I'd say more firm, stiffer. But that to me is not bad, especially, I mean, it is a little, I mean, it's unloaded, obviously. But at the same time, it almost feels more like reactive to the smaller bumps. Like it handles the smaller bumps better, but you can still tell that it's more firm on the bigger dip bumps, like where you're noticing the load. I mean, it's planted. And like the Wrangler we did the other day, like you're planted, like even air down. This thing, it's not going anywhere. Pretty stoked, not gonna lie. I'm excited to try it with both Jeeps. Get some weight in this thing. Use it, look, we need it for it, that's for sure. First impression, I'd say definitely worth it, in my opinion. Right now we're actually on our way to the Vernal Rock Rally, and I am driving up Provo Canyon, which is a pretty, 55, 60 mile an hour canyon, but it's a lot of S-turns. But it's incredible how this truck is handling. We have the enclosed hooked on right now with just my Gladiator back there, so we're sitting at probably, 18,000 pounds. But literally, I mean, you could put one finger on the steering wheel and just cruise. It's just so nice knowing that it's just that easy of a drive. You just wouldn't think it. I mean, even though we're only clocking, 350 miles on this trip, my last trip to Texas was 1,900 miles there, 1,900 miles back. Sorry, going through a tunnel. At that point, it's pretty nice having something that drives good. And honestly, it's incredible product. But I do want to thank Mike over at Hellwig Products for all his help and his willingness to help us out on this rig. We do stock this product in a lot of our locations, a lot of the product. So if you guys do need anything, please reach out to us over at Northridge 4x4 or visit northridge4x4.com, and we will get you handled. Other than that, we appreciate your guys' business, and we will talk to you later.